Hello students, today we will discuss modals which are also known as modal auxiliaries or modal verbs. The following are the primary modals in English: can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, dare, need and ought to. Modals are never used alone. A principal verb is either present or implied. I can fly an aeroplane. The modal auxiliaries have a single form throughout the present tense, whatever be the person. I can swim, you can swim, he can swim. Unlike ordinary verbs, modals do not have forms ending in s, ing, or ed. Similarly, unlike ordinary verbs, they do not require the support of do while making questions or negative sentences. I will chase them off. Will you chase them off? I will not chase them off. Now we will discuss about some of the modal verbs. Will and shall. Both will and shall are used to indicate future time, though it was customary to use shall with the first person and will with the second person and third person. The two are now used interchangeably with all the person. Shall is used in the following cases. I shall leave for Delhi tomorrow. In this sentence, the speaker is expressing the strong possibility of a future action or event. You shall go at once. The sentence expresses a command. You shall get a medal if you stand first. In this sentence, the speaker is making a promise. You shall regret this. It expresses a kind of threat. Shall I close the door? It is like a question. It is in the form of a question. Will is used in the following cases. The train will leave at 7:30 p.m. This sentence expresses an event or action which is almost certain to take place. We will not surrender. It also expresses determination of the speaker. I will try to get you a job in my office. This sentence has a kind of promise. Will teach him a lesson. I will teach him a lesson. It is a threat. Would and should. Would and should are past tense forms of will and shall in indirect speech. Would and will are also used in condition clauses, which the focus is on the consequences of an imagined act or to indicate something that will certainly happen in the future. If I continued smoking, I would die. Should it rain, there will be no picnic today. Should is used to express duty or obligation. We should have given him a helping hand. It shows a kind of duty. Would is also used to express willingness or a rather perverse determination or to express a customary action in the past. She would have her own way. The sparrows would come and pick up crumbs from my hand. Now, another modal verb is can. Can and could. Can is used in the following cases. She can play tennis very well to express an ability or the power to do something. You can go now, used in the sense of may to give permission, though may is more correct. Can you hear me? Used with verbs of perception. Could is the past tense of can and is used in indirect speech. Some uses of can are as follows. Till last year, I could read without glasses to indicate ability that existed in the past. You could do it if you tried hard. This sentence expresses a kind of possibility or uncertainty. Could I have a word with you? Used to ask a polite question. May and might. May is used in the following cases. May I go home now? It expresses permission. He may be elected president of the club to express possibility. May his soul rest in peace. It expresses a wish. Use fertilizer so that you may have a rich harvest. Used in subordinate clauses to express purpose. Might is the past tense of may and is used in indirect speech. Some uses of might are as follows. I might pass to indicate a more doubtful possibility than may. If I might make a suggestion, couldn't we have one more period for grammar teaching? Used when you want to be extremely polite. Really, Ankur, you might have told me this before to express gentle reproach. Must. Must remains unchanged in form whatever be its tense or the number and the person of the subject. He must have gone home. We must see the minister now. They must pay for the damage. Must is used in the following cases. He must apologize for his mistake to express compulsion or duty. We must get up early and start on our way to express necessity. He must be made to do this to express probability or likelihood. You must insist on being given your full share to express strong determination. Out. Out generally points to present and future time. It is followed by the form, the infinitive. Although not as forceful as must, it is stronger than should. Out is used in the following cases. They ought to help him to express duty. He ought to be ashamed of himself to express fitness. We ought to help the poor to express moral obligation. We ought to buy some furniture to express necessity. Need. As a principal verb, need is used in the sense of require. He needs my help. We have got what we needed. As an auxiliary verb, need remains unchanged, whatever be the person or the number of the subject, and is commonly used with not. He need not ask my permission. They need not wait any longer. Dare. As a regular verb, dare is used in the sense of defy, challenge, or face boldly. She dared to call him a liar. He dares you to do it. As an auxiliary, dare is unchanged and is commonly used with not or in the interrogative sentences. I dare not take such a risk. Dare he say that to the boss? So thank you very much. In the next class, we will discuss another topic.